Aisha Abe, the ambassador from Pakistan for the Bridge. I welcome all of you to the sixth episode of the Bridge Writers in Conversation. Today's episode is going to be very interesting because today we have with us a very young and very talented writer from Pakistan, Maham Naveed. She has recently won the second international writing competition for one act play on the Bridge website. So I would like to start by telling all of you about Maham. Maham Naveed is currently enrolled in her bachelor's in English literature, and she's doing that from Lahore College for Women University in Lahore, Pakistan. She has co-authored four anthologies, namely Sparkling Thoughts, Traces of Mind, Swirling Scribbles, and Mysterious Tales at such a young age. Also, she is currently working on two novels, Sahira and Zamesha, which are gradually being uploaded on Wattpad. She has experimented with different genres such as mystery, thriller, romance, and science fiction. But her most favorite genre is historical fiction. Maham, welcome to the Bridge and congratulations on being the grand winner of the second international writing competition on the Bridge. How do you feel after winning a competition on a website such as Bridge?
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. First of all, Aisha and Team Bridge, thank you very much for inviting me. I feel very honored to come in this platform and have an interview with you. So as far as being a winner is concerned, I was really not expecting to win. So it was a very, very nice surprise, and I feel very obliged by the honor that was given to me by Team Bridge. And I would like to thank all the management of Team Bridge for giving me this accolade. And I feel very honored because it was an international playwriting competition. And when I submitted my entry, I was not thinking that I would win this. So obviously, I feel very happy, very obliged, and I'm really over the top that I was able to win this competition. So once again, thank you very much, Team Bridge.
Great. So, Maham, your one act play named Retreat. It's a very unique and a very powerful one. So, what was the inspiration behind writing this song? Play, sorry.
Thank you very much for asking this question. So, when I wrote The Retreat, I was focusing on the lives of the women whose husbands, they have to go abroad, they have to go to other countries, and they are left there in their home countries, and they have to make ends meet, they have to take care of the household, they have to raise children. So the play is about that. The main character is Malika Zarfisha, and she is basically the queen of an imaginary place which is called Risalpur. So her husband, he goes on a conquest, and she is 7 months pregnant with her fourth child when he goes on the conquest. But the thing is that he does not return for 5 years. So for those 5 years, it was Malika Zarfisha who was raising her kids, who was running the kingdom, who was taking care of the whole royal household as well as the whole kingdom of Risalpur, as well as raising her kids and being the best role model they could ever get. So the retreat is basically an ode to all these women who are very strong, who have nerves of steel, who know that now they have to be the person in charge, who know that if anything happens to their children or their kingdom, basically, they have to be the boss, they have to take a stand, and they have to be the person who is a protector, a healer, as well as a nourisher. So basically, that was my inspiration for the retreat.
All right, very well. Maham, when did you exactly start writing? Because at such a young age, you have accomplished a lot of big feats. So, when did you start writing? Please take us through your journey.
Okay, so that is an extremely interesting question. I would like to take a walk in the past and tell you a little tidbit about me. that when I was really young, like really young, I used to be very appealed by the pictures on the
Mhm.
magazines. But the thing was that the magazine was quite large and I was unable to properly pick it up. So what I would do is that I would lay it down on the ground and I would lay on the magazine and read it, and I would keep going down as the lines continued. So that's how my
Mhm.
reading journey started. And I was so young that I could not properly read those words because you know that the
Uh-huh.
words in the magazines, they're quite tough. So what I used to do is I used to watch the pictures, I used to watch the illustrations, and then I started reading those children's stories, and that's just how it progressed. And one more interesting thing is that my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, Abbaji, he was an avid book reader. He's had like a large library and a lot of books, like really big collection of books. And
Mhm.
those books were in Urdu, in Persian, in Arabic. He knew Arabic and Persian. And he was such a bookworm, I would say, that even when he was 90 years old and he could not see from one eye, he would still read books. So I think he was a major influence for me. Thank you.
Maham, what do you think about the bridge as a project? How has it benefited you so far in your journey as a writer?
First of all, I would like to, congratulate Team Bridge for making such a nice portal, for
Mhm.
making a platform which gives so much opportunities to young writers. I have been writing for nearly 7 to 8 years now. So I know how difficult it is for someone to get a proper publishing spot,
Mhm.
because a lot of times, there's this constant danger that, someone would take our content and publish it with their own name. This is the biggest concern which every writer has whenever it comes to publishing. And this is something which Bridge does not encourage at all. Uh, for those of you who have membership of Bridge, they can go to the Bridge website and they can check that each and every content is given with the proper credit given to the author of the work. So I think this is
Definitely.
something which is very, very good and very commendable by Team Bridge. Even I have won the competition, and my work, which is the play, The Retreat, is available on the Bridge website, and it is mentioned with my name, that The Retreat by Maham Naveed, Pakistan. So that, breathes a new spirit in me, and it makes me very happy as well.
Definitely. Maham, talking about the bridge has recently started a collaboration portal. It's called Collaborative Writing Portal, and it is for the people who need guidance in their work. What do you think about this? How do you think it's going to benefit writers?
Okay, so the Bridge Collaborative Portal is a very good opportunity for writers to come together and work in creating a work of art. The thing is that being a writer myself, I would still like to call myself an amateur writer. So, being an amateur writer myself, I often feel stuck when I'm writing something. I feel like, I am experiencing a writer's block and I need to take a bit of break. Or sometimes I feel like, I cannot complete this. I have lost
Mhm.
you know the inspiration for writing this. So when it comes to stuff like that, I think Bridge Collaborative Writing Portal is something which is a heaven sent for writers like us who are going through writer's block and who are seriously in need of some divine help to finish their work of art. So I think with the collaborative help of other writers, it would become really easy to finish that work of art, to properly give that work of art a ending which the work of art deserves. And it is also a way for a amateur writer to work with esteemed published writers. It is a great way for a young writer to work in collaboration with a published author or with a teacher of creative writing. So I would say that it is really an amazing platform and it should be continued. Thank you.
All right, Maham, finally, I want to ask you, what do you think as a writer is the key to success? What are the techniques that you would like to recommend? And finally, what would you like to say to the emerging writer?
Okay, so key to writing, I would always say that, you know, creating any work of art requires that you put a piece of your soul in it. I'm not lying, this is what happens. You know, art demands a price, and the biggest price is the one which is paid by the artist herself, because I'm a girl, so I would say herself.
Mm-hmm.
Art demands price. Whenever I write something, and if I'm not putting my emotions into it, if I'm not putting my level best into it, I would not call it a work of art. I would just call it gibberish. I would call it something which is not worth the time of my readers. Writing demands pure emotions. Writing demands, your set of mind which is very definite, a set of mind which knows that we have to do it, we have to complete it, and it requires dedication.
Thank you so much, Maham. It was lovely talking to you, and I hope that our viewers have enjoyed our conversation. Have learned something from Maham Naveen's experiences. In the end, I would like to remind my viewers that the Bridge is an absolute platform with an abundance of creative writing challenges. These challenges are for amateurs as well as published writers. Please visit our website www.bridgethenations.com. Stay tuned for more interviews, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. Goodbye.